All right, what's good with y'all young niggas, man? It's 120 milligrams, you feel me? Today we got my boy Avalos in this shit. I'm
What's
gonna
good,
say what's
man?
up
How you
again, you
doing,
feel
bro?
me? Pretty good. How you doing, bro?
Chillin', chillin'.
All right, good shit. So for people that don't know, my nigga does clothing, does custom work. Explain more of like what you do.
So what I do is design clothes. I do cut and sew. I usually, all of my work is one-on-one, so everything is completely different.
So
Every
you
piece that
never
I make,
duplicate anything?
no,
That's fire.
everything is one-on-one. I try and keep it that way.
Yeah, 'cause I mean that way people are more like gravitated to like, yo, like I know no one's gonna have this shit,
Yes,
like,
sir.
and that's honestly some of the best parts about clothes is like you could look and be like, all right, I got this shit, like no one else got that shit. That's
Yeah,
one of the best things about clothing.
yeah. You're the only person on earth that's gonna have that piece.
Exactly.
It's a dope feeling.
And so pretty much most of the shit you wear is it just your shit that you customize yourself, or do you venture off
Um,
into other shit too?
so I really just I use a lot of thrift clothes in my stuff. Like personally, like this hat. Yeah, fuck, I forgot. My bad. I'm high as shit right now.
Nah, nah,
I didn't
you're
want to
good,
smoke
bro.
on the podcast, but I smoked before this shit. So my
Nah,
bad. I hella lost
I told
track.
you could have smoked on here, bro.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to, bro.
Why?
I don't know why.
It's all,
I just wanted.
it's all good, bro. It's all good.
But yeah, my bad. Can you say that again?
Shit, I kind of forgot. I'm a little high too, bro.
Yeah, you see?
Oh, I think you're talking about your hat. You're talking about if you venture off into other shit other than just
Oh,
your own
yeah,
shit.
no.
Talking about like thrifting,
Yeah,
Uh,
thrifting and everything like that.
oh no, I think you said what I wear. Like,
yeah, I did, and then
Yeah.
it
then
went to that.
I
Yeah, it
was
went
like,
to that.
shit.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah,
but
yeah.
anyways, what I be wearing mostly is most of my stuff, but a lot of thrift clothes, honestly, like Nike tees, mostly from him.
Yeah,
Tabasco,
he
shout
was
out
just
Tabasco.
yeah. Shout out to him because he was just telling me he was like, yeah, this nigga hit me. He's like, yo, I need a tea real quick. Like, let me get all this shit real quick.
Hell yeah, bro. So I really be on that thrift and stuff.
Nah, I feel you, bro. Honestly, that's some of my favorite shit. Like my favorite, I was telling him was is Vintage Ralph. That's my my like all time favorite.
Okay,
Just
that's
because
sick,
this
yeah.
I mean, old time. I'm not really new Tommy, but like same thing with Polo. I don't really fuck a lot of new Polo, but it's like
Yeah.
all the old shit because just their. I like the color block shit.
Yeah, I
The
feel
shit where it's like
yeah.
that funky '90s shit. That's my favorite, bro.
Yeah, that
like,
shit's sick.
yeah. But yeah. So I want to talk about how did you even get into doing your own clothes?
So I started with like streetwear stuff. Like I wanted to have a streetwear brand, and I just so I started doing it. And as the process, like I started doing everything, taking my own pictures, all of that. So the next step was like I need to make my own clothes. So I bought a sewing machine, and I just learned off YouTube and shit. It wasn't really anything planned. It just kind of just
And gradually
yeah, it
happened.
just went that way.
What was like some of the first streetwear you were fucking with?
The first few brands were like, honestly, it was like Diamond, a
Yeah.
lot of Bobby Hundreds,
Yeah.
fucking, what was it? Supreme was around, but nobody really wore it. It was kind of more like,
It was more low key like back then. I mean,
Yeah,
what years are you talking about?
probably like 2012, 2010.
So that was super early. That was like before like Odd Future was like on that, and then
Yeah.
that shit blew it up.
Yeah, so it was like around that point. But yeah, it was mostly those brands. Black Scale, I was cool with some dude who
Okay,
worked
yep,
there. It
okay.
was pretty cool, yeah.
So then so you went from there. So then how did you get into? Okay, so what were some of the first pieces you made? Was it just cut and sew from the beginning?
No, it was actually just a bunch of like graphic tees.
And is that the Rob Culture shit?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we're gonna
so-
get into that. So first off, it was the graphic shit, and then were you doing pants on the? Are you doing graphics on pants or anything
No,
like that?
it was
Or
just a bunch of
tees?
just a bunch of graphic tees, hoodies, hats, things like that, and it just graduated. It just graduated.
Gradually.
Gradually went towards that way.
There's water right there, bro.
Oh yeah, good.
I got
looking,
you,
bro.
but
got dumb cotton mountain.
nah, you good, bro.
But
So oh yeah, keep going. My bad.
now it's all good. Fucking damn. High as shit. Shouldn't have got high before this, bro.
It's good, bro. You're good.
But yeah, I didn't even want to do like all that fashion stuff in the beginning, bro. Honestly.
Were you like against it, or like what do you mean?
No, I was just like, it was just too much. I guess I was like, how would they, how would I even get into that field? It was like
Yeah.
impossible at the time, because it was like streetwear wasn't even doing anything with like high fashion shit. So at that time, it was like what the fuck? And then Supreme and all that shit happened, and Virgil happened, and then it's
Yeah.
like, oh shit, now
Yeah.
that's like a little
Virgil
gap to get in
definitely
now.
made that step to change
Yeah,
shit.
definitely. That shit's crazy. That shit
Definitely
was
changed some
crazy.
shit. So what was okay? So how did you? Okay, so you said you really weren't into the fashion shit. So what got you into the fashion shit eventually?
Honestly, my boy Chris Lawson, he really put me onto like high fashion shit. He's like starting to talk to me about Rick Owens and like all that shit, and it interested me. But I don't know, for some reason I was just like, damn, like that's crazy the way they think, the way they create. You know, like all that
Yeah,
avant-garde shit.
yeah. It's like
Like
art. It's like
yeah,
really
it's
art, but
art.
clothes.
Yeah,
And that's what I was gonna say
exactly.
about your
So
shit. Like your shit is art pieces.
yeah, so that's what tripped me out is that when I started getting into it, like my goal was to make something that I could call mine, I guess. You know, and
Yeah.
that's the jeans that I made, the glitch jeans, and yeah, that shit was crazy. Took a long time to develop those.
Oh, I could imagine. 'Cause I mean, your style is like really like complex, and it's like you're getting shit from a bunch of different pieces. So
Yeah,
I could only imagine how long that takes to really like perfect it or get to where you want it to be.
yeah,
Are you kind of at the point where you're like, yo, this is like my official style, or you feel like you still? I mean, obviously you're gonna grow more, but do you feel like you're like at where you need to be at as of right
yeah,
now?
yeah, definitely. I feel like I'm solidified. I know what I got to do now. I already created what I had to create. It's time to just level up.
Yeah. And so like, is all your custom pieces just under the brand of Rob Culture?
Yeah. So that's the whole brand itself. I just like to I don't like to keep everything as one. I like to make everything its own entity, I guess. You know,
Yeah.
like the whole 222 thing. And
I wanted to ask about that too, but you keep describing like what you're talking about right now.
but yeah, I just like to keep everything like within itself. I don't want to bring everything together and pile everything up as Rob Culture.
Yeah. Well, I
But it
mean,
is in a sense, because
like, what do you mean
I'm
you don't
creating
like what don't you want it to be in there?
like how should I say it? I don't know if I could describe that right, but fuck, I don't know how to describe that. It's like
Yeah.
that's like a super high thought.
Yeah.
But how should I say it? Like how 222 is just it came into Rob Culture like randomly. It was something that happened with my boy Chris Lawson again.
Yeah.
So it was like that was never planned.
So who is Chris Lawson? Is it Lawson?
Yeah,
So
Chris
who is
Lawson
that for people that don't know? Because I don't know.
he's one of my OGs on Instagram. His name is Silky. I don't know if
Okay.
you ever seen that, Silky Lawson.
I might have him as of right now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but he's in the background. He's an OG. He really taught us a lot of shit. But yeah, shout out to Chris Lawson.
So like,
That's the homie.
what was like your first like custom piece that you did, like as of like the more like the fashion kind of shit?
I started doing jackets, like jean jackets. I don't really remember. I was just making hella shit at the time, honestly. I was just like
Like
pumping
what?
out work to
What?
figure
I mean,
out.
what year was it?
2015.
Oh, so
Yeah.
that was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I was looking back on your page, and I didn't. Well, what you do have on there, there really wasn't much of like the shit that I see now, because I was seeing just more like you said, graphic tees and shit. But maybe you just didn't post that much on there at the time, maybe.
Yeah, so I archived a lot of shit, honestly.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's probably what it was.
Yeah.
So okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So what was like like you said, the jackets and shit?
Yeah, so I started off with like jean jackets and then just doing random pieces, bags, and just went to pants. Pants, I really liked it. It got my attention.
And were the jackets you were doing, was that what you're doing now as far as like grabbing different shit and putting it into one, or was it like, describe it?
Wait, what? My bad.
Like describe like the jackets, the kind of shit you're doing with the jackets.
Oh, so it's basically like what I do with the pants. So I just cutting so everything I like. How should I say? I don't even know how to describe that. Like what I do, honestly.
Yeah.
I just vibe out. Honestly, I don't have
Okay.
no like description of what I do.
Okay, for sure. And then for people that don't know too, you've done shit for Takeoff from Migos, shit for Young Gleesh. Like, how did you even? All right, so off top, we gotta talk about the Takeoff shit. So, how the fuck did you even get in contact, or how did that relationship even come to be?
So that was crazy. That was a crazy day. I had got a call from one of my
I didn't even take the cap off.
high ass interview, man. But it's all good. But I had got a call from one of my friends that's a stylist in LA, and she's like, "Yo, we're about to do a Mountain Dew commercial." It was like the or the Game of Thrones commercial for Mountain Dew. Like we're looking for for somebody that, does blah, blah, blah. And my manager hella liked your jeans. Bring them on through, blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right, cool.
But how'd they see it though?
She knew about me through Instagram, like, for a minute. But it was,
Okay.
like, super random. Like, she just had hit me up out the blue, like, hey, this is not, I really like your jeans.
So on some
My
internet shit,
manager
like,
liked your jeans, like,
yeah.
so I was like, fuck, it's lit. I'll slide through. They wanted me to come through to LA at like 10 in the morning the next day.
Yeah. Oh shit. So I mean, you had to make that move though.
Yeah, so I made a pair of jeans that day. Like in one day I made that shit happen.
Oh, for real?
Which is crazy. That shit. My jeans usually take like a month to make.
That was another question I was gonna ask too.
Yeah, it's actually like 2 to 3 weeks, but if I really,
Take
focus
time
on
and-
it and stuff, it's like a month.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I fit all that into one day. That shit was crazy.
So you were like really on your fucking grind.
Yeah,
like, really
I
trying
had
to
to
work.
be, bro. I was like, fuck, I can't let this opportunity just
Yeah.
fly by and shit. So I made it happen. I left that night at like 1 in the morning. Fucking pulled up, got there at, I was like 8 in the morning the next day. Dropped off the clothes and I didn't hear about shit like all day. I was tripping, bro. I was
So you're like, damn, I did all that shit. Now no one's even gonna see nothing.
yeah, I don't know. I didn't know what was going on. I just dropped them off. She's like, okay, cool. We'll hit you back. I was like, all right. Never heard shit. It was like 10 o'clock at night. I started tripping. I was like, okay, hold on. Like, what's going on? So I hit her up and she's like, oh yeah, you can come pick up your clothes now. I was like, all right, cool. I didn't want to think much of it. I didn't want to go in thinking like something.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna fucking meet this person, or this is that's gonna happen.
I didn't even have a clue. I was just like, I'm gonna just drop things off. It's gonna come out in a commercial. Like, cool. I'm blessed. But
Yeah.
fucking, I got my clothes, and my boy Jay Rich is Offset's producer or his engineer. Shout out Jay Rich. That fool came out and he was tripping because he's like, oh shit, like, you guys are over here and shit. I'm like, yeah, I dropped some clothes off for the commercial. He was like, oh shit, the smoke, blah, blah, blah. He caught up. I haven't seen him in hella long since like Atlanta and shit. So we were just smoking, taking pictures, and then I get a call. Lady's like, oh, are you still outside? I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, Takeoff hella liked your pants. Can you come back inside? He wants to see you. And she was like,
Oh,
what
okay.
the fuck?
Yeah.
I was tripping. I did not expect that shit, but, I'm very grateful for that opportunity. That shit was crazy.
Have you done anything else with him, or?
I don't want to speak too much.
Oh,
about it.
okay. Nah,
But,
that sounds like a good thing though.
yeah.
It sounds like some good
yeah,
shit.
Blessed, man. That shit was crazy.
And then how about the Young Glee shit?
Oh, so that's like way back. That shit, he's our OG. We met him in Oakland. He had a show out there, and yeah, we just pulled up on him, and he fucked with us, bro, it was pretty crazy. That was another blessing, too.
But like, explain that though. Like, how'd you pull up? Like, you go backstage, you fucking hit him up, or you just meet him?
So
Or?
what was it? I think Julio Giuliano had hit him up because he seen he was in Oakland. He was like, we got some treat for you, blah, blah, blah. And he fucking responded. We're like, fuck it, let's go smoke with him. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Pulled up. We had gas. We smoked with him and it just became cool.
And you just started showing him your shit, and he's like, yo, I need a piece.
Yeah, like we didn't even go in like thinking that we were going to talk about, what we do and
You're
shit.
just trying to kick it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And eventually they're like, what do you do? We just talked about it. They're like, oh, that's dope. He gave us some good ass advice, man. He gave us some really wise words. And ever since then, we just been going back and forth just to LA and shit because he stays out there. And yeah, bro, I haven't seen him since, though.
How long ago was that?
It's been a minute.
Okay. And then is that
He's just being the cut. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Cause he's not hella active on social media either.
Yeah, he likes to stay pretty private.
But how was it like getting to meet these people and shit?
It was a blessing, bro. They all had really wise words to say, like everything. Like they really taught us a lot of game and shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Is that how you guys got like to be on the stage of these Savage shit too? Just hit them up like, yo, or?
Yeah, so that's through Bluetooth as well. Shout out Bluetooth. That's our homie from. We met him through Gleesh.
Oh, okay.
He's his DJ at the time. And yeah, we just had a relationship with these people, and They were in town. They hit us up. Like, yo, we're in San Francisco. Pull up. We didn't even know it was like the D Savage concert or anything. We just pulled up too.
Oh, he just told y'all to slide?
Yeah. And
Oh,
then
shit.
It was just that. I was like, all right, cool. Fuck it.
That's tight, bro. That's pretty clean.
That shit's crazy. Yeah.
How do you go and make these relationships? Is it just like internet, just people being like, yo, I fuck with your shit, or?
So we really pull up to all these events, like events that people don't want to pull up to.
Like show face.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
actually really be there and talk to them and just network, honestly. And that's really what it is, bro. Just really showing your face. A lot of people don't do that. They think that the internet's going to do all that work for them.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't, bro. You really got to go out there and stick your neck out and be like, fuck it, like whatever happens, happens. But you got to make that difference. So you actually got to go out there and, bro, and do something.
Yeah, bro, you got to talk to people.
Yeah, even though that shit would be kind of nerve wracking too, bro. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're like, damn, I don't know what this nigga's gonna say. Are they gonna little bruh me, or are they gonna like shoot me off type shit?
Which I feel like is at first, but
Yeah,
once they get to know you and shit,
yeah,
you know, if you're yourself, you know, they're going to realize that and be like, oh, okay.
yeah. Cause I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like I was at the D Savage show recently, and it's just young nigga, bro. Like I just found out who he was that day and shit.
Yeah.
Cause my boy's little brother was like, oh hey, so and so makes music, like da da da, and he was like, oh, he does interviews. So I was like, oh, what's up, bro? This guy just looking at me, and I'm like, I'm saying what's up, like. And he was just kind of like, oh, it's good, bro. But he's like, yeah, follow me on the gram. I'll follow you back. I'm like, nigga, you gotta follow me back, bro. And I was like, but like, he was kind of standoffish. And I'm like, bro, I don't even know who you are for you be acting like that, bro. So I was kind of, I was taken back. I was like, this little nigga, bro. And he was hella young. So I was like, this nigga, bro. But hey, look, at least you have the confidence, I guess, bro. So that'll take you somewhere. But
Yeah, that's right.
as far as how he was acting, I was like, this little nigga, bro.
Shit, tripping.
Nah, he for sure was. But where do you get your like your hard work from? Is that just like something you've seen growing up, or you just got that shit yourself?
Yeah, I guess being Mexican, bro. Yeah, I was born in Mexico, so I feel like that's definitely part of it.
You said you were born in Mexico?
Yeah.
Do you have like that little scar shot
Yeah,
and
I
everything
do.
too? Do you know what that shit's about, bro?
It's a shot.
No, I know it's a shot, but like, why the fuck
I
does it get
honestly
scars?
don't know.
Cause I was literally talking to someone the other day, and I was
just
like,
like a fucking crucial ass shot. I just don't really remember.
this is a thick ass needle and shit. Cause I was talking to someone the other day, and I was like, yo, why the fuck does everyone from Mexico got a scar? I know, like I said, I knew it was from the shot, but I was like, yo, why does that shit give you a shot? Cause I've gotten plenty of shots, and I've never gotten that scar.
That's probably some crazy ass needle and shit.
Nah, yeah, probably. But yeah, you said just
Yeah, so fuck, what'd you say again?
Just like, where do you get your hard work from, like
Oh,
your
yeah,
work
yeah.
ethic and shit? Because a lot of people, they don't have that shit. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
so
because I'm not gonna lie, for a while I didn't have that shit, and I'm just now getting it. You feel me?
yeah, I feel it. No, honestly, my mom and dad are really like, they have that entrepreneurial spirit as well. My dad, he does installation. He doesn't have a big company, but he has his own company, and
Yeah.
you know, he goes to major companies and does installation with my brother and all that. They actually just got their license like a week ago, actually. So
Okay.
congratulations to
Yeah,
them.
yeah. Shout out to them. That's what's up.
Yeah, so that's been going on for a long minute. I see my dad go through a lot of shit trying to make that happen with my brother, and that really motivated me. My mom, she's a hairstylist. She worked at a couple of shops, but now she has her shop in the garage. So I guess just seeing them.
Seeing them like
yeah,
be self-made and doing it themselves and shit.
Yeah, so that really comes from them. Shout out to them. Shout out to my parents, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. Because my dad also has like his own little company. He does like painting and shit stuff for the outside of houses.
Yeah.
And you see like, so I'm saying like this nigga will work all day long, come home, clean everything up, fucking want to do like he's like nonstop, just like trying to work as much as possible.
Bro. Yeah, I respect that, man. Shout out to all the parents, bro. All the good parents, man.
What type of kid were you in high school and shit? Were you like, did you have pretty good grades and shit, or were you like more of just like,
I never really had good grades, but it wasn't because I was like getting in trouble and shit. It was mostly because
just on your own shit, just be like,
yeah, I don't know why I never really.
Yeah.
And I was never interested in school, bro.
Nah,
I don't know
feel
why,
you.
bro. I really don't, because I really wanted to like be interested in it, but it never happened. Like,
Yeah.
I went to college for like 3 weeks, bro. Like,
Yep.
like
I did
that
the same
kind of
shit.
shit, bro. Like, I really try, bro.
Yeah.
But it's just like,
Nah,
God,
I'm not even
I
gonna
don't
lie,
need that
bro.
shit,
I'm not even gonna lie. I went and
no.
got my FAFSA money, and I was like, all right, bro.
Nah, yeah, I don't know, but honestly, I was really into graffiti and shit throughout high school and shit. So
Oh,
I was
shit, was
I was
that really?
really into all that.
Okay, that's what's up.
I'm still into it and shit, but that was like my whole high school life. It was
Well,
just
shit, talk about that,
graffiti
bro.
and
How'd you
shit.
get into that?
Through my cousin in San Jose. So I would go over there in summertime and shit, and we would just tag and shit. Me and him got into it together, and just ever since, bro, I was like,
What's like your favorite
fucking-
part of that shit? Is it like the adrenaline you get, or is it just like just putting up clean ass pieces?
The creativity of it, honestly.
Yeah.
That's where I get all my creativity from. That taught me how to be creative and, how to have your own shit.
Be like a little abstract and kind of think
for
out.
sure. Because, I mean, if you're doing something like, you biting somebody's style and shit, like, people are going to know.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
If, like, you really write, you're like, oh, okay, that E is from, what's his name? Like, I know exactly where that shit's from.
Yeah.
So,
How long
that-
did it take you to develop your own tag?
a long ass time. Honestly, I'm barely piecing like real tight.
Oh, for real?
Like barely. I've been tagging since I was like fucking 13,
Oh shit. How old are you right now?
24.
Oh, okay, for sure. So you're not that you're not that older than me. Okay. Cause I'm 22.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But fucking, yeah, bro. Like I've always wanted to get into it, but I really didn't get into it till like kind of recently. Cause I was just like, the one day I was like, I'm gonna grab some cans, I'm gonna grab some markers, and I'm just gonna fucking go.
Yeah.
Like, cause I always liked the
That
shit, but I
shit's
just
fun,
never.
hell
Yeah,
yeah.
bro, that shit's hella
Yeah.
fun. Like, and it's cool seeing your piece when you're like later on, you're like, oh, that's my shit right there. Yeah.
Exactly. It's a good feeling, bro. I really do it to stay creative as well.
Do you have like favorite artists that you fuck with?
A couple of them I really look up to. Optimist.
Mm-hmm.
He goes crazy. Fucking Twist. Fucking Drifting. Shout out Drift. There's a couple of them that I can name. Honestly, I could go on, bro. I love that shit.
And some other shit. I wanted to ask you too. Where are you from? Are you from out here?
So I'm from Mexico.
Oh yeah. I forgot. Yeah.
I was brought to the U.S. when I was like 6.
Okay.
I was in Hayward. That's the first place we landed, and I was brought out to Tracy when I was like 10, 12. And I just been in Tracy since.
Oh, okay. How you like it up there? I don't really go. I honestly never go out there. It's usually just when I'm passing by. Like, not no disrespect.
Yeah,
for shit.
no, honestly,
it's
bro,
just like I'm passing
really,
by.
There's really not much.
Yeah.
Especially when I first got there really wasn't shit, bro. Like,
Yeah.
At all. There wasn't shit.
Well, it's for sure
But
bigger than Modesto, right? No?
I don't think so, bro. That shit's way smaller.
It's
Smaller
smaller?
shit, yeah. Like, how big is Ceres?
Shit.
Is it bigger than Modesto?
It's like a 10-minute. Like, you could drive across Ceres in like
Yeah, so
5,
that's like
10
Tracy.
minutes. Okay.
Yeah, it's like the same shit. It's a small city. Yeah, that shit. It wasn't really shit to do, but that drove me to go out.
And, like, do
go out
something.
everywhere, yeah.
Well, that's probably like the coolest shit about graffiti, too. So you get to go outside and actually do shit.
Yeah, I was everywhere, bro. I be on the road a lot, bro.
Yeah.
I be moving a lot, bro.
Like,
I
where?
become-
Like, what have you been doing on the road?
Everything, whether it's like graffiti or having a network,
Okay.
I try to stay on the road as much as possible.
Do you just like look for events to be like, all right, I'm gonna pull up here, I'm gonna pull up there?
Most of the times they just send it to me and I'll just pull up. But if I see something, I'm like, oh yeah, we're pulling up here. There's
Okay.
somebody that I need to talk to or some shit,
Yeah.
or we gotta get there. We gotta
Yeah.
go. We gotta be there.
Yeah.
Type shit.
And then one thing I wanted to ask about too, because you said you're 24, and I know I think Adrian, is the same age. So how did you get in touch with Adrian and Giuliano and that whole entire crew?
That's a funny story, bro. That shit's crazy. So he had hit us up a long time ago, but we were always kind of like sketch.
So
He
which
hit
one?
up Julio. Adrian hit up Julio about like getting some studio time.
So so let's talk about how'd you meet Adrian?
Through Julio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I managed Julio. And
Yeah.
he had hit him up, and Julio's like, yo, some dude's trying to get some studio time in and shit. But he's like, I don't know, though. He don't really show his face on Instagram. Bro. It's like, bro, we were like dumb paranoid, bro, at the time. Feel me?
Mm.
We were on like sketch mode about everything. And we're just like, I don't know. I forgot what happened, and we're like, nah, we need to go pull up on him. Like, we need to go to a good studio and shit.
Yeah.
So we just pulled up on him randomly, and fucking we clicked, bro. Like,
It just worked the first day.
yeah, bro, we clicked. We just fucking got along really well, bro.
Yeah.
Ever since then, we just been making shit happen. That shit was crazy.
So then how'd you meet Juliana?
Very blessed to have Adrian in our life, bro.
Oh no, him himself, he's a fucking that nigga's a hard ass worker too, bro.
He's
I
a
respect
goat.
him, bro. I respect him, cause I didn't know too much till after I interviewed him, and I was like, wow, like this dude is really like.
Yeah, bro.
Cause I mean, I kind of seen it from the outside, being like, all right, this dude's non-stop working, like that's what's up. But then actually getting to meet him and hearing his story, I'm like, yo, this nigga's tight, bro.
Yeah,
like,
he goes hard, bro.
Like you can't do nothing. If you listen to the interview, you can't do nothing but respect him after.
Facts,
like you have
facts.
to. So how did you meet Giuliano before that?
So I met Giuliano in like 2008, 2009, bro. Like 2010.
Like school type shit or?
So it was one of his boys was doing music. He was doing music with all of them, but one of his boys had hit me up about having my car in his music video because I was driving a Jaguar back then.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, pull up. You know, we're trying to have your shit, and I was like, all right, cool. Fucking, we just shot the video, and Julio was always around, but I never really, like, spoke to him a lot.
Yeah.
And then fucking, I just started pulling up a little bit more, you know. They're like, oh, yeah, I had a camera, and I started taking pictures. And then they started going on the road, bro, and they needed a DJ. So I was like, I'm going to get some turntables. And I started DJing for them in like Reno and all that shit.
So you just got into DJing just off the top, like they need somebody.
Like,
I'll
I always thought of like DJing, but I never had a real reason to do it till they were like, you know, we're about to go on the road and shit.
Yeah. So you're like, fuck, it's my chance. Fuck it.
Yeah, because at the time, my boy Kevin, he was getting like millions of views and shit.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, all right, fuck it. Like,
So off of views off what? Like DJing or what do you mean?
On YouTube.
I mean, doing what though?
Rapping.
Oh, okay.
He was like rapping and shit, and he caught fire and shit. It was like in high school. And we just went on the road. I was like, fuck it, it's going to be an adventure. Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy, honestly. Those days were fucking wild.
What are some pretty cool stories you got from those? Cause I know you had to ask some shit pop off or just some shit go down, like some funny shit. Just, you don't gotta expose yourself unless you want to.
No, fuck all that. Fuck all that. There's this one time. So after every show, we'd have like little kickbacks back at the hotel and shit.
Just gotta round bitches up and be like, yo, everybody do this,
everybody need to come through network and shit for me. And there's one time, bro, we were in like Reno, fucking bear. There was a bear in the hotel.
Inside
Inside the hotel, like where the door was to get into like the hallway where all the rooms are at and shit. It was just right there, bro. Like,
you seen the shit?
Bruh, I was tripping, bro. Like, I was coming back. I was hella fucked up, too. I was coming back.
Like, you're coming into the hotel? Or
yeah, I was coming into the hotel. Julio was already inside, and he's like, yo, don't come inside, bro. There's a bear in the hallway. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Like, there's no fucking bear, bro.
Yeah, and I went in. It was right there, bro. I was like, oh, hell no. I didn't even, like, think twice, but I just left. I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're not about to stick around for no fucking bear, bro.
Yeah, bro. And we had to tell the hotel lady, like, yo, there's a bear over here.
And then what can they? How'd they get it out, bro? I mean,
I don't, bro. I just remember leaving. I was like, bro, I'm not going. There was people already inside the hotel, like they were in the room and shit. I was just coming back from some shit, but I just left again. I think I want to go get some more drink.
Yeah, you're like, bro.
I'm out.
Did you end up coming back though? Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I took me back.
Yeah. So I say, yeah.
But he was gone by then. The bear was gone.
Yeah, I'd be tripping, bro, if I seen a bear in my hotel. I'm like, I'm fucked up, and I'm just trying to go
yeah.
inside and chill real quick. You feel me?
That shit was crazy.
That is a wild ass story.
Like,
I have never seen no bear in person, bro.
Yeah, bro, that shit's scary.
I
seen that shit in Yosemite. I seen a bear in Yosemite too. That
For real?
crazy.
Yeah, like I said, I've never
They're
seen
big
a
as
bear,
fuck.
bro.
They're scary as shit.
The most shit I've seen in the wild is like a deer.
You need to go out to Yosemite, man.
I think
See some wild shit.
I went out there. I went towards that way recently. It was Groveland.
Groveland.
It's around that area, bro. But I am not going back, bro.
But I've gone to some creepy areas around Yosemite as well, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like ghost towns and shit. Have you ever been to any ghost towns around there, bro? That shit's spooky, bro.
Nah, I've never. Nah.
Bro, I forget what it was called. It's like a camp out there, bro. It's like right on the edge of Yosemite. And it's like a legit ghost town. Like Discovery Channel did a whole ass thing over there.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that till I got there, and some people told me, and I was like, oh shit.
So what was in there? Just.
It was just like there was like school and a bunch of houses, but it was like run
Just
down. Like
nobody.
everything was like empty. There was like a couple people that lived there.
I
Shit was
wonder.
creepy.
That would be creepy just staying there too.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying. I don't know why people live out there. Shit's crazy.
do you know why it's like emptied out or?
I don't remember. I read up on it and everything, but I hella forgot.
Yeah. Yeah, because when I went to that Groveland spot, bro, I was not fucking with it, bro. It was just like it wasn't like creepy, but we're like the only colored people out there, bro. It's like it's nothing but straight white people, bro, and they're all just looking at you and shit, and it's just like
Yeah, bro. I want to go get some coffee at some spot right there, and bro, that shit was crazy. Everybody was just like
staring and shit.
Get
Yeah,
Out, bro, like that movie. That shit was.
Yeah, actually, I haven't seen the movie, but I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't seen it either, but I.
Oh,
know
but
that
you
it relates
understand
to that,
like the
It was like some creepy shit.
Yeah, I need to peep that shit, bro.
That shit
I'm trying
crazy.
to fuck with that shit. But yeah, so when I was out there, bro, like we went to a bar, and I guess it was like the oldest saloon or some shit in California.
Fuck.
So we just pull up because it's the only fucking bar in the whole place. So we pull up and shit, and it was hella weird, bro. Like I said, nothing but white people, bro. I don't know what's up with this old dude. Like he was cool as fuck though. He bought us mad drinks and shit. We're like, fuck it, bro. Like, but other than that, there's like this white lady, bro, and she was hella staring from across the bar, and I kept looking at her, and she just kept looking at me, and she eventually looked at me like what? And I was like, this bitch is gonna tell me what? Like this bitch has been staring at me this whole time.
Yeah.
But this bitch might stab me or some shit, bro. I don't know, bro. So a white bitch like that, that's that confident
creepy.
to try to like be like, what's up?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know what she got on her, bro.
Fuck all that.
She got knives for bears and shit, bro. I'm not trying to fuck with that bitch. For tasers, for bear traps and shit in her pocket.
Yeah, fuck all that. I wouldn't trust it.
Neither would I, bro. Hell no, I don't fuck with that shit.
Yeah.
That shit was whack, bro. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna stick to like cities, or if I do go somewhere, I'm just not gonna venture out with the people too much, because these people out here are just serial killers.
Yeah, bro.
No, I'm not trying to fuck with the people.
I wouldn't trust that shit. Fuck that. Tracy's low key like that. Not even gonna lie.
Like what? Like just straight? Are you from there too? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that shit's creepy, bro. It's because it's a lot of like bunch of farmers and shit.
Yeah.
So you know they're on that Trump shit. They all had like the Trump campaign like all over their houses.
I've barely seen a Trump hat for the first time maybe like a month or two ago.
Bro,
that was pretty weird. It was pretty weird.
Tracy,
I was like,
bro.
They're everywhere.
Not everywhere, but
I believe it. Yeah, 'cause I mean,
yeah, that shit.
I didn't even know that. I didn't know it was a Republican county. I mean, I could see why, because it's a rural area out here. It's not really like a city. Yeah, that's facts.
So yeah, Tracy's low key like that. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, because Tracy is it down south or is it north?
North.
Northwest, going towards the bay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you gotta stop by it, bro. You gotta pass by it no matter what. Like,
okay, yeah. I pass by that shit every day, bro.
Yeah.
I pass by that shit every day. Cause I work in Fremont, so I'm always passing by that shit.
Yeah, pass by the Altamont and shit.
Yeah, I pass by that shit every day, bro.
Yeah.
Every fucking day.
That's that shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I've never been out there, so I'm not really too sure. But out here, I'll say that there's more Mexicans than white people. But you do have like the white people that are like white, like to where like they're on some racist shit. So like, with the dirty yellow fucking tank tops and shit.
Fuck, nah, I feel it, bro.
But yeah, you definitely got some of those out here. You feel me? So I mean, you're saying you're seeing like more Trump shit than usual, then you got a lot of those kind of people out there.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Shit's wild in Tracy.
Yeah,
I might stay at Tracy then. I might not be missing out.
Like
on
in
too
high
much.
school, like everybody had like the big trucks and shit.
Yeah, there's crews like that out here too. Yeah, like when I was going to high school, there's like those like 10 kids that all had like trucks and they've got boots with the big ass buckles and saying the N-word to everybody.
That shit was like, yeah, that's Tracy too.
You know what's funny too, bro? Because those kids be saying like the N-word with the hard R, but be listening to rap. That shit is funny, bro. Like,
nah, for real.
I don't know how that shit works.
Be slapping Future and shit hella randomly.
Yeah, but calling black people N-words and shit, bro. Yeah, bro. For real. It's like, fuck this stupid N-word. It's like, yo, y'all are crazy, bro. Y'all are wildin', bro.
Yeah, I don't understand that shit.
Yeah, I don't understand that shit either. Because, like, I was around this one dude one time, and we were playing NBA, and this dude started saying that shit. I'm like, bro, how? Like, you're playing NBA, bro. You're be like, what?
Yeah, that's all bad.
Yeah, I was like, you're fucking weird. Bro. So I didn't hang out with them after that. I was like, yeah, this is really,
Can't trust them.
this is really awkward, and this feels like a very dangerous area. And I'm not trying to
Bro's
stay here.
definitely up.
So let's get back to the interview. So about the 222 shit, where'd that shit come from? And like, what's the meaning of that to you?
So it's an angel number. To me, I would see it everywhere. Actually, I texted you the fucking exit.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy. But
Yeah.
the exit to get here was
222.
Like,
Yeah.
that shit was a trip. I just see it a lot, and during my journey, honestly, like every time I go on trips and shit, I just see it. And what it is it's basically telling you you're where you're supposed to be at in life.
Okay.
You know, so it's like, just chill out. You know,
Yeah.
everything's good. You're supposed to be here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just use it as like positive thinking type thing.
Just keep your mind right and be like, all right, I know shit's going
Exactly.
cool.
Mm.
Yeah, 'cause I see people always tag you in that shit. I see people like,
Yeah,
I
that
don't know.
shit's crazy, bro. I didn't even expect people to do that. People just started doing that shit. And
But I mean, that's cool because that's kind of like attached to you as a brand now, I guess.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. I never intended for that shit to happen.
Yeah.
Either. That shit just kind of did its thing.
'Cause I know some people be into.
I appreciate them though. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah, because I mean, for them showing love and be like that, like just them seeing you do it, and they're like, oh shit, I see it. I'm gonna tag this dude and fucking.
Yeah, and I tell them what it is too. Like, I explain to them when they see it what it is. Shit.
Yeah.
Spreading positivity to everybody.
Yeah, because I see other people like they be doing the 777 shit.
Yeah.
But is that like a similar thing too, or?
Yeah. So what it is they're all angel numbers. There's a bunch of angel numbers. It just depends on like which number corresponds to your life and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
like a long meaning to 222. It's hella long.
just a lot to probably get into
Yeah,
and shit.
it's like about wisdom and
Yeah.
just chasing your dream, and so it like really corresponded to what I was going through and shit. And I would just see it, and actually Chris Lawson told me to look it up.
Yeah.
He's like, look it up, bro, like what it means and shit. And that shit.
Like, did he randomly just tell you it, or you just going through some
So
shit and he was like,
yeah,
yo,
I was
peep
going
this
through
out?
some shit, and
Okay.
I told him, I was like, I keep seeing these numbers. Like, I don't know if it's just me. You know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, bro, look them up. I was like, all right. Looked them up, and I was like, damn, bro, this shit low key like, it's like what I'm going through and shit.
Yeah.
And I just kept seeing them all the time, bro.
And then, like you said, it's like telling you like you are where you're supposed to be at. Do you feel like when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, like shit kind of just falls in place?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel the same way. Because like as soon as I started doing what I want to do, shit just kind of like happened without even me like really putting that foot forward. Because I mean, obviously to get where you want to be, you have to put that foot forward. But like, their shit was kind of just falling into place. I'm like, damn, this is crazy. Like, shit's really just supposed to just be happening.
Yeah, as long as you're putting in the work, everything is. Your intentions are good.
Mm-hmm.
Everything kind of just falls into place. It's dope how that happens, honestly.
Yeah,
I wish more people could understand that.
And it's a good ass feeling too, like, because once you're doing what you know you're supposed to be doing, like that feeling is.
Yeah.
I describe it as like being like a happy little kid, like yo, I got some shit that I'm really fucking with,
Yeah,
because it's something that you enjoy, and you're also just getting to fucking make work off of it,
Exactly.
Yeah.
That shit's dope.
Yeah, and then about the Play Boss show, how you're fucking with that? I mean, I know you were there and shit.
Yeah, so my bad.
No, you're straight.
So Giuliano put that together with Danny, which is one of our business partners. It was mainly Julio's show, and
Because he was headliner, right? Well,
yeah, he was
K Supreme.
K Supreme.
Yeah.
But he was one of the headliners. That shit was crazy. We made that happen in like 2-3 weeks, bro. That shit was crazy. It really just popped up like, yo, the venue is open now. We just finished it. If you want to rent it out, like, oh shit, this is the time.
Yeah.
Like you said, everything just like fell into place.
Yeah.
It just happened, bro. We didn't even like really plan it out.
So was like the idea to get a big artist, or was it first just you guys wanted to do?
No, so what it was is like we wanted a place for people to come and network.
Oh, okay.
So we knew everybody that was gonna be there is like they do something. Everybody's an artist or, works for somebody or some shit. So really that's what it was. It was just for everybody to network. But you know, K Supreme is really close to Julio, and Julio was like, you know, I'm gonna ask him if he wants to come out, and he came out.
Okay,
So
that's what's
it
up.
all fell into place, like I
Yeah.
said, bro. That shit, it just came down. It
Like-
came together smoothly.
Yeah, and like what you said, bro. Like there was people, like everyone that did something, they were all out there, and it was
Yeah.
dope because everywhere you went, I was like, oh, I know this nigga. Oh, I know him too, bro. Like so, it
Yeah.
wasn't like a different kind of environment, you know. Like I knew damn near like all the people there, so it was tight. It was
Yeah.
good vibes. I had a good
Hell
ass time,
yeah,
bro.
appreciate that.
Yeah,
man.
I had hella fun on that shit. I'm not even gonna
Hell
front.
yeah.
That shit was fun.
That's good to hear, man. Cause, like I said, yeah, that shit was super unexpected. It was just like it was a lot of work.
Were you like really hands on with the planning and shit too?
Yeah, that shit was fucking hectic, bro. Like I don't know if you seen me, but I was running around everywhere, bro. Having to
Honestly,
talk to
I really
people, bro.
didn't. Like I passed by your booth to say what's up to
Fuck.
Ricky, but I don't think I seen you though.
Yeah, bro. I was going everywhere, having to talk to people, having to fucking manage artists because they don't know how to fucking
Yeah.
maintain themselves. They don't know how to fucking act like professional artists.
yeah,
Feel
yeah.
me? So I had to deal with hella shit like that, bro. That was like the only headache of it, but besides that, it was fire, bro. Everything was actually it was like the best case scenario.
Yeah.
Nobody
think
got
that-
shot.
yeah,
bro.
there's
The
no
cops
fights,
didn't
none,
come, bro.
yeah.
Like, everything was smooth. So yeah, bro. But we learned a lot from throwing that event.
Like what? Like what's some shit that you'd be like, all right, I know to do this now. Or I know not to do that. Or
Yeah, just to throw like events better, like to manage everything better, because it was like we managed the whole thing, bro. Like everything, bro, and we just overworked ourselves. But it's still, you feel me? It came out great.
yeah, no, that shit came out tight, bro. Like I said,
Yeah.
I enjoyed myself out there. Like
Hell
that
yeah,
shit was
that's
tight.
dope, man. I'm glad, bro.
And I don't know if it was the same camera I have now, but I had a different. I don't know if I had a different one, but I was able to record a little like vlog type shit. Cause I mean, honestly, I didn't think I had enough, and then I started like editing and shit. I was like, oh, this is gonna work, bro. This is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that shit was crazy, bro.
I had another fucking question I was gonna ask. Oh yeah, being a manager and shit. How is that like? Cause I mean, is that pretty stressful to like? Cause you're really watching over someone, and you have to be like, yo, do this, do that, don't do this. Or,
Yeah, that shit's some shit, bro. But I enjoy it as well because you know I love working with artists. Period.
Yeah.
I like to really be hands on with music. I don't personally do music, but I love music.
Have you?
So it's like
Have you made music?
Nah, I've never.
Never tried rapping?
nah.
For real?
So it's like I know how to rap, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like we had little sessions, you get high as shit. Where you
Yeah.
starts
But you
freestyling and
never went
shit.
on you never went on
But
record
I've
though.
never like stepped on a mic and like no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. I wish actually. I might just.
Might
do-
fuck around a
just
little
do
bit.
something.
So I feel like your voice would be pretty cool like on some music.
Oh shit! Good looks, bro.
Yeah.
But no, I've never done that shit. I really just like to be involved in the beats, bro. I love making beats with my boy Juan.
Oh, you make beats too?
Nah, so I don't make beats, but when I'm
You like
I'm there, like when they're making it and shit, I put my little sauce into it and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Just to hear it come together, it's like fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I wish I knew how to make beats, but I like the whole process of making the music. It's dope. Oh yeah, shout out Legendary J, man. That's my best friend. He's a crazy producer. He's the next artist that I'm managing actually, so he's gonna come out crazy.
So what's your favorite? Well, I mean, is your favorite thing just working with artists in general, like as a part of managing? Would you say that's your favorite part of it, or?
My favorite part is probably just watching them develop themselves, like actually, going out there and talking to people and seeing them work and like seeing them come together and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a different feeling.
And then what's the worst part?
Just having to deal with them, having to deal with shit. But I mean, to be a good manager, you gotta like really, love your artist, bro. Like really, have
Care.
a really good, friendship with them and fucking really have to ride through some tough times and shit, or else it won't like really work out. You know what I'm saying?
Is that something you want to continue to do too, just to keep managing different artists, or?
Yeah. Cause I don't see it as like a headache or anything. It's like
Yeah.
it's dope.
Especially, I mean, if you guys are cool, like friends and shit, then I mean, it might make it easier too.
That too, yeah. I want to find like other artists in the future. Like I want to find other people, but But the people that I have right now, it's like I trust them and shit.
Do you have an eye on anybody right now? I mean, you don't gotta name any names, but like, is there any eyes you have on people? You're like, yo, I'm peeping him out. Like, I might want to manage him or
Honestly, not
No?
really.
no.
Yeah, it's nothing personal. It's nothing personal, bro. It's just
Yeah.
I don't know. I just do things.
Y'all niggas ain't doing shit. No.
I just nah. It's not even that, bro.
Nah, I'm
It's
fucking with
just, it's just I don't know. It's I just do things differently or see things differently, and I'm just not seeing something that's like really really catching my eye.
Yeah. So
Not
that means
yet.
you little niggas gotta work harder. You feel me?
It's not. Not even that, man.
Yeah, like I said, I'm talking shit, bro. But fucking,
Everybody gotta work hard, man, and shit. Maybe maybe somebody might come out with some hard ass shit, and then
Yeah.
that happens. But till then,
do you have a 9 to 5 or just like the clothing and the managing shit? That's all you.
yeah. So I do it. I do the clothing thing like full time.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, that's
what's up.
been like that for like 3 years now.
How good of a feeling is that?
That shit's crazy, bro. It's like a love-and-hate relationship, bro. Because it's like really good, and then it's like fuck, like I want to quit. And
Like
then,
what are some things that make you be like fuck this?
Man, it's hella things happen, bro. In the journey of doing this shit, it's like it could be anything, bro. Just things fucking happen all the time. I don't know, bro. Just hella bullshit, bro. It's a lot of drama, especially with like music, bro. Hella drama. It's a cutthroat type game, bro. Like,
Yeah, there's a lot of fake people in
yeah,
music.
bro.
A
It's
lot
like,
of fake
it's
people in
weird,
music.
bro.
Yeah.
So it could just
Yeah.
be anything, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've talked about it before, but like that's the point where like that's my goal is to get to that point. Like, of course I want to like do like more shit, but like as like a goal, like I just want to be able to fucking do like my shit and just that be my job. Like I don't want to do it because I fucking hate every job I've ever had, bro.
I feel that.
I hated every job I've
feel
ever
it.
had. Like that shit's all whack, bro. Like, even where I'm at right now, it's just like it's easy, but fuck that shit. Like,
I feel you, bro. But when the secret to it, honestly, bro, is just to start doing that every day, bro.
yeah, just working as much as
Just
possible.
do it every day, bro, and you're gonna go broke, my nigga, but you're gonna have to tough
Dude,
it out.
yeah,
You
yeah.
feel me? Like, those are real wise words that I've got from a lot of people.
And that's, I mean, it's like a lot of people will say that, but I mean that shit's true though. 'Cause, I mean, if you're not really doing that shit, I mean, how far are you really gonna get? Because if you're not putting the effort, like you really want it, then
That's how it was, bro. I was like, I had a job and I was doing this on the side, but it wasn't really happening. So it's like I just took that leap. I was like, fuck it,
yeah.
and I'm glad I took that leap.
Oh, so like you just quit my job? You just quit your job and were like, yo, I'm doing this?
So
Or?
what it was is crazy how it all happened, bro. But this whole journey was like a trip, bro.
Well, talk about how it happened. Like,
So it was like I had this job with my dad and shit. We were doing installation, and that shit started getting a little like rough, and I was like, fuck, I need to make this clothing brand really come together. How am I gonna do that? Came across a book my boy recommended to me, and it was Rich Dad Poor Dad.
I've heard of it.
I read that shit, and it changed my view on a lot of shit. It made me get my business plan together, and I just started working at that because I was mostly like on the creative side. I was just paying attention to that, but not on the business side. And I had to find out, the tough way and shit. Like fuck, I gotta learn this business shit a little. And once I got that together, certain things came together, and fucking grateful for that, bro. For that book, honestly. Cause
Yeah. Might have to peep that out then, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Definitely
Read that
gotta
shit.
peep that
It's
out.
real interesting, bro. That's how that really happened, bro. A couple weeks after things, were getting rough, we actually got fired. And then because of the circumstances, I pushed, and it just became what it became.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Do you read a lot of books, or was that just one of them that was just like?
Honestly, I don't read hella books, bro, but
But
I
you
do.
like,
I read books
yeah,
like once in a while.
yeah,
I feel like when I need them or something, like I feel like I'm off somewhere. I'm like I gotta read a book.
yeah. Because I
There's
mean, they
knowledge.
definitely help inspire.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. Where do you get some inspiration from? Like, what are some shit you'd be like, all right, that's fire. Like, that makes me want to work harder.
Um, life, honestly, bro. I look at life and I'm just like that shit. You know, I don't know. Life is dope. And I just get all my inspiration from that, bro. Just being thankful to create. Having to create. Like the whole day, I could just sit there and create all day if I wanted to.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Really, just going out and seeing wilderness, bro. I like really like going out to the forest and shit and seeing things, bro. How things are well put together. Like everything is so perfect. Like
What do you
just
mean, just like as?
like everything, like how we're built.
Mm,
Like your whole body, bro. Like everything is
like
built
shit.
perfect.
Yeah, yeah,
And everything has a function, and everything is just perfect, bro. It's crazy. You
yeah.
know? And I see that in everything. Well, I try to see that in everything.
That's a
And
good
that's
way to
what
look at
inspires
shit, though,
me,
too.
yeah.
That's a good way to look at shit because a lot of people are negative. I'm just like, bro, I don't know how the fuck, like, I can't do that shit, bro. Cause you're just sad all the time, bro. That shit ain't fun, bro.
I mean, it happens. Like we all have those days where it's like shit gets tough, but you
Nah,
gotta get
definitely,
out that shit. That's
definitely.
the important part.
That shit's
So,
dangerous if you get stuck in there. It's bad.
yeah, bro. That shit really ends a lot of people's fucking life, honestly, bro. Like
Off top.
people just be quitting and shit, bro. It's like
Yeah.
fuck, but it happens, bro. Like that shit really do that to you.
Yeah.
That's the scary part, bro. It's like, but you gotta get through that shit.
Yeah. And, well, I mean, when you said you got through it, well, obviously you said the 222 shit kind of helped you get through it, but like, what was some shit that got you out of like some depression times?
I don't know. It's a lot of shit's happened, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't. I don't know. A lot of shit's happened. That's all I can say, bro. And it like continues, bro. It's like it never really ends, bro. It's always some shit, bro. As this fool.
Yeah.
It's like,
You may be chilling for a minute, and next thing you know, oh, this happened.
Yeah.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like it's like a whole journey that you just have to like continue to get through a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
It's like an obstacle course. You just
Yeah.
Nah.
how you like move.
Yeah.
How you move and shit.
Especially when
Facts.
you're trying to do like, what we do and shit. We do a lot of shit. We're moving a lot of pieces and shit. We just don't like speak about it. Post it on the gram but we do all that shit, and doing that shit comes all this.
Yeah,
all
it takes a
that
lot,
shit.
bro. So I mean, if you're not willing to sit there and take L's, I mean, you ain't gonna get nowhere in life, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Nowhere.
That's what it is. You gotta take risks.
Yeah.
You gotta make moves.
You have to really not give a fuck to be real.
Basically, bro.
You have to really not
Like,
give a fuck.
really, yeah.
Yeah, cause like I work with this one female, bro, and she wanted to do like hair or some shit, and this bitch did like one test and failed it and just quit, and I was like, what the fuck?
Shit.
I was like, you be making so much more money than you are at this fucking job right now. But
Yeah.
just off that one fail, she was like, I'm not doing it. I'm like, bro, that's fucked up.
Yeah, bro.
It's a fucked up way of thinking.
Yeah. Just gotta keep on trying, bro. You
Yeah.
can't quit, bro. You can't. I don't advertise quitting, bro. You can't do that shit.
Nah, ever.
Fuck all that.
Yeah, cause I mean, I don't ever want to quit this shit. Cause I mean, cause like, I'm sure you feel this way as like, as long as you just work hard. 'Cause, I mean, we were talking about it earlier too. But I mean, as long as you work hard, put the work in. I mean, nothing can really fail. 'Cause, I mean, you could suck at what you do, but as long as you work hella hard, shit.
Yeah, there's this one thing that I read that if you could paint a gray square, then you could paint a million gray squares, and those million gray squares like paint a whole picture.
Damn, I didn't know you were going with that, but that was fire.
Yeah, bro, that's some shit to really
Yeah.
think about, bro.
Yeah.
There's a big picture to everything. There's a bigger picture.
Yeah. Yeah, because I seen someone else say shit. I've heard Switch say it. I've heard a couple other people say it, but like hard work beats talent. And I mean, it's crazy, but that shit's real though.
Yeah, bro.
Because you can be really good at what you do, but I mean, if you're not doing shit with it, man.
Basically, bro, that's lot of people think because they're good, they could just, you know, chill around and just, oh, it's going to come to me.
Nah.
Fuck no.
Yeah,
that
'cause
shit ain't happening
I was
at
hearing
all, bruh.
I was hearing people talk about some shit. They were like, "Yo, like I'm speaking shit into existence," but it's like you keep saying this shit, bro. As long, but if you don't get up and do something, I mean, that shit ain't coming, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So I see some shit where they're talking about like there's kids that are hella hungry out in different countries and they're thinking about steaks and like they're not getting that steak though. You feel me? They ain't getting that, bro.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
It's facts
nah,
though. I
bruh.
mean,
No,
shit. I
that's
mean, 'cause if
facts.
you don't get out and get somewhere, and
Yeah,
that like
exactly,
shit,
bro.
you could think as much as you want, bro.
You eat what you kill, man.
Exactly. I forgot where I just heard that recently from too. Shit, I had just heard that. I just heard that. I
I
don't know
read
where I
that
heard
shit
it
in a
from.
book, too.
I think I was listening to a podcast and they said that shit, and I was like, damn, that's fire. And I don't know why, but I barely heard that expression now.
Yeah, I don't know why I like expressions. It's an easier way of remembering like certain shit. That
You know,
that
it
you
really is. Yeah, because you
So,
can say that
like-
one little thing and it'll have a whole lot of meaning to it.
Yeah.
And then, did you go with them to LA to meet Dame Dash? Like, do the whole little shit out there?
Yeah. So, we had gone to LA and well, my offices are out there. Rob Culture, like the actual.
Oh,
office
okay,
is
it's out there?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So
Was that a pretty big move to have to make too, or?
yeah.
Well, I imagine.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. It's my business partners. So it's like Black Market. That's my business partners and Rob Culture. We came together. So that's what that is. Shout out to Black Market. But yeah, we were just out there and my business partners had a meeting with them to pitch some product that they're getting in. And they needed a videographer and we brought Renzo. So we're like, you know, we alley-ooped that to him. We're like, you know, go with them, you know, record everything, and it's just crazy, bro.
Yeah. Were you guys able to have some discussions with him and shit, or?
Nah, so we sent him with them because we don't like to come in like big groups and shit, you know. Like, if
Yeah.
you're gonna do some like, you know, that was
It's a workplace at the same
yeah,
time.
so it's like you gotta just not really bring people.
Yeah.
So it was like, nah, we'll just send them, let them do their thing, and me and Giuliano stayed back and just worked in the offices, just getting shit done.
Okay, so I was gonna say if
Yeah.
you're able to meet him, I mean, 'cause I know he's a character, bro. I mean, like big business dude though too. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm sure he always has some gems to give out and shit.
Yeah, so he's within the circle. We just haven't bumped heads yet.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but he's around.
So how did you get to meet Renzo too? Because I know that's a pretty close person with you too, isn't it?
Yeah, so I forgot when I met him, but I met him a cool while back. Fucking
How'd you guys meet?
through music videos. He was doing like Indica films at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and
I think I had just went to that page like today actually.
yeah, so he was part of that, and I think it was like through a video for Julio, and it's like years later he just came back and did videos again, and we just caught up again.
Okay. And then I want to talk more about like you getting your own spot in LA. Like how the fuck did that come about? Because I know like I said, like it's a big step. You feel me? So not a lot of people could get their own business and just be like, fuck it, we're gonna make that shit now in LA.
Yeah, no, so it was already over there.
Like
they
what?
already had
Like
their
their
office
shit?
spaces and
Okay.
shit. Yeah, so when I came through, it was kind of just like they gave me a space.
So like they just
to do
seen
my
you
thing.
working and they were like, yo, come work with us.
So my business partner is somebody that I've known for like quite a while. So he was like peeping me out basically.
Okay.
Without like not even, you know, me knowing and shit, and then we like talked about it one day and just came together.
So how does it work? Like what does your shit do over there? Like
So we have the whole media, like all the media stuff is done out there, from like the website, the pictures, like the product pictures and shit. We have a whole like photo studio. We have the green screen, like all that shit. And yeah, bro, it's really where we get all that media stuff done.
okay. Well, shit, man. I think we can end off right there because I think we're about like an hour and shit. I mean,
Yeah.
we've talked about a whole lot on this shit, bro, and it's cool because like me and you, bro, like yeah, you're pretty cool, bro, and you're like a hard ass worker. Like
Appreciate
you
that.
definitely gave me some inspiration to keep going, bro. Because
Oh,
like
yeah.
anytime I meet someone who is doing what they want to do and that's solely what they do, to me, that's like the coolest shit. 'Cause like I said, that's where I'm trying to get to. So seeing you being able to do that, I'm like, that's tight, bro. And I think you said coming out of a little place like Tracy, and then you doing what you do with fashion and fucking meeting these people, giving them pieces, and they're fucking with you, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's a blessing.
Yeah,
It's a
I mean,
blessing,
nothing but a blessing for real.
Yeah, man. I just gotta keep working hard, bro. I feel like this is just the beginning, honestly.
It really is though, bro. Like for all the people out here, like everyone that's doing their shit, like they have, like you said, you're doing your own shit now, but like you said, it's the very fucking beginning.
Yeah, this is just. The
so it's just like who knows where the fuck you'll be at like in like 5 years, bro.
Oh fuck.
Like,
oh, God knows, man.
Yeah, it's gonna go up, but it's gonna be cool to see you get bigger and bigger, bro. It's gonna be dope to peep that shit out,
Thank
man.
you,
Yeah, no problem, bro.
That makes me feel good, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was nice to finally meet you, though. 'Cause I mean, we've sent messages back and forth and shit. And I like I said, I think I got onto your shit from my boy Isaiah. I don't know if you know who he is, but he's like a producer out here and shit.
Okay.
But I don't know how the fuck I seen your shit, but I think he showed me because we were drinking one day and he showed me. I was like, yo, this nigga shit is crazy, bro. I was like, that shit's fire.
Crazy.
And I think I hit you up that night and I was like, shit, I gotta get this nigga on this shit, bro.
Isaiah. Is he from Stockton?
No, he's from out in Modesto. I think his shit on Instagram is never heard of. He's a producer and shit, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I can't think of it right now, but shout out to him, man. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, your shit's fire, bro. Like I said, I'm excited to see what you're gonna be doing and shit in the future, man. So yeah, good shit. Is there any you want to give any shout outs or
well,
words of inspiration for the people? Anything you want to say last?
Shit, man. Just go hard, bro, and just do what you gotta do. Don't quit. Shout out to all my people that are, by my side throughout this journey. Giuliano, Tabasco. I could keep going. My family, but just I love everybody, bro.
Yeah.
Much love to you, man. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, off top, bro.
Blessing, bro.
I had to have you
Honestly.
on here, bro. I had to have you on here. Like I said, as soon as I seen your shit, I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting this nigga on here. It's a wrap.
Hell yeah, man. Thank
But
you,
yeah,
man. Thank you.
And I appreciate you coming on here, bro.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me, bro.
Yeah, no problem. You want
Blessing.
to get on here and talk some shit, or you good?
Tabasco gotta come through, man. Come over here, man.
Show some face one time.
Come on,
Talk to these niggas one time.
People might know this nigga as Archie, but he is Tabasco. Let's get that straight.
You want to get on that shit, do you?
Yeah, man. Well, people just know me as Archie because of the whole little promo we did a little while back. I mean, I go by Young Tabasco. Tabasco, I mean, couple of different names, but
Sir.
Why is it Young Tabasco?
I mean, I always think about it like this, right? I've always been in the clothes and in the fashion, right? Like,
Yeah.
I've always been my shit. Tabasco sauce, right? You can put that on a lot of things. It's a very versatile sauce.
Okay.
So I'm a saucy ass nigga, and it's very versatile, bro.
Okay.
You feel me?
I'm feeling
That's
that, bro.
where that comes from.
Okay.
That's just like a high ass moment thing. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, 1 + 1 = 2. Fuck, this is cool.
Yeah,
All right,
no.
run with it.
My nigga sound like some Bay Area player shit right now. He's like, yeah, you feel me? It's Tabasco. He put show everything.
From San Jose,
Yeah, man,
man.
he's from San Jose, man.
Okay, I feel you. My nigga got a little Bay Area swag in him. You
Of
feel
course,
me?
bro. He got some Bay Area swag in this bitch,
You know what I'm saying? But hey, shout out to all these niggas on this shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. Thank
Another episode down. You know what I'm saying? 112 milligrams. Suck my dick.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit was tight, bro.
you. I was high as shit, man.